Alright, well, we're ready, I think. Been a while. That's for damn sure. One second. Let me just figure something out real quick. Uh, yeah, the bitrate is way too low. Okay. I think that's fine. It might have had a little bit of a stuttering thing there, but I had to increase the bitrate. What's up? Not much. Just getting some takeovers done late at night while being tired as hell. You know how it is. I just need to do I sound okay at everything? Don't forget to share the stream. I will. What's up, Jay? Long time no see. I know you've been wanting to stream for a little while. The sun is rising from the rest tomorrow. It's like we're getting close to midnight and I have two things to do. I was trying to make sure things are working beforehand. You know how it is. I always have a little bit of a period at the beginning where I just gotta see if things are working. Missed you, buddy. I missed you too, Jay. I kept trying to find excuses to stream because I know you wanted to watch some streams, but I have not been feeling it. I've been feeling making content lately. I've been making videos because that's been fun. But I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling like I wanted to stream. But I am streaming now, so that's what matters. And to start off, I'm actually not going here. Let me actually lower my volume a little bit. I'm actually not going to be starting with my account. We're going to be starting with a takeover, which has no Sulkadins and no AYLIN. If we go over to the support, there's no AYLIN, there's no Cardelian, and the element is only A1. So I am incredibly nervous about this. If we go over here, we're also missing the poisoners, and we're missing AYLIN right here. Without AYLIN, I don't know. But we're gonna try, and then I'll move on. The thing is, he has A5 Kagiri, A5 Wukong, and he has an A5 Setram. And like the magic damage is there. So it's gonna be really just a matter. Also, finished exclusive, which is clutch. So it's gonna be basically just a matter of, can I get Eloin to keep us alive? The answer is probably no, but we're gonna try. So immediately we gotta get into the gearing. Kagiri is going to be very important. There's also going to be a lot of an emphasis on building people tanky. We want to have HP on everyone if we can. Now, of course, we don't have any Watcher stuff. Here, let me one second. Can I use your forge materials? Your big brag had the best summoning you've ever had. Kong, 2 constants, Kineza, Fenris, Yuri, Orm, and 500. Yeah, even the 2 Wukongs alone are amazing. But the fact that you got 2 constances is crazy. I love constances. Constances. Vaults on Tower 30, and when's the full epic guide coming from clearing every stage? Maybe 2035? 10 years from now, I can maybe do it with all epics. Also, I'm gonna save Kagiri. I'm waiting for confirmation that I can forge. But I'm waiting to see when 30 becomes possible. The thing is, the skill description, if it worked the way that it should, it would be possible. But the thing is, currently it does the opposite of what the skill description says, like the stage description. So it like literally just doesn't work properly, which is kind of silly. But that is at the end of the day how it works. Also, we got a lot of really solid gear here. Ooh, 4-stat chest. Beautiful. No 4-stat weapons. Yikes. That's not good. That's not good. Here, I'm gonna forge a little bit, even though I know I'm waiting for confirmation. Because I don't think there's any downside to doing it. Immediately. Perfect Jira BP piece. 1 gold, that's funny. Is there anything else here? Got this piece, HP flat though. That's sellable. This is not good. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. The mirror piece, like, eh. Here, we gotta do this for the takeover, man. Just believe. That Hars piece is not good. The reason why the Hars piece is bad, first of all, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece for healers. It doesn't have flat attack, but it doesn't matter. Here, we're missing defense percent. So while the attack speed is good, unless it rolls like crazy, oh my god, of course it rolls really well. Alright, we're keeping it. But yeah, you usually want to look for defense percent right there. Here we can see that that is a tanky piece, which is solid. I wouldn't really keep that. Not good enough. We're gonna see. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if Tower 30 gets beat. Hey! Look! Look, it's the thing I needed. It's almost perfect. There's no attack speed, obviously. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? No. No, it doesn't. Here we're going to sell that. Let's roll this, see if we need it. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, well, we got the piece we needed. I'll do a couple on the left side, just because there's no 4-stat weapon. And if we get a 4-stat weapon, it'll be kind of game-changing. I'll keep the tank pieces. I'm not going to level them, because that'll take forever. I just kind of want to, look for that 4-stat weapon. That 4-stat weapon, very, very, very important. Holy. Okay, so first of all, perfect PvE piece. There's nothing better. And then we get another really good PvE piece. These are 2 insane chest plates. We don't need the chest plates, by the way. We need the weapons. But I'll take them. At the end of the day, I'll take them. Let's see. The weapons are all kind of mid. That piece is fine. that was kind of nuts. I'm gonna be real. Holy shit! All right, well, we got another really good piece there. We all we also got the first ever 4-stat on this account. Holy shit! It rolls well. This piece we can sell, and we get an identified perfect one. That's insane. Holy cow! Those 2, that 20 forges or whatever, are nuts. Now, of course, all luck must come to an end, but holy cow. Can you replace A3 Sarlis for 324? No. Not 24. You need the extra damage for Lady A, or you lose. For 23 and below, you might be able to. 24, no. No, not currently. It's not possible. Can we get another 4-stat weapon, please? Game? I mean, that's close enough. Not ideal though. It's not what we want. What we want is a 4-stat weapon. Another one. I still can't believe we immediately got one, and a couple like perfect PvE chest plates. Like that was nuts. Alright, not a terrible piece. It's okay. And it rolls really good. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Don't mind me. No. No HP bonus. No HP bonus means it's terrible. Can I do you a favor? What do you need? What's up? I know, I know. I know who you are. Oh, buffering. I thought it was loading all the good stuff. Hi, Brayden. Hey, Brayden, what's up? Is that good? I don't know. No one's ever asked me to say hi to someone's son. Did I get 35k yet? No, I haven't. I'm doing a takeover first, and then I'm going into it. As you can see at the top right, I gotta do this to warm up a little bit. Also, if I don't do it first, I'm going to have an aneurysm when I get to it. You know, I gotta prioritize the takeovers first. The takeovers are more important at the end of the day. At least to me, personally. He's smiling? Nice. That's sweet. Also, we got our Kagiri ring. Wait, where's our Kagiri ring? Right here. Beautiful. I need to reforge it or whatever, but we're good for now. Abyss 1 is I like Abyss 1 a lot. The thing is, not having AYLIN, like this account, is going to be very stressful. It's going to be very difficult. But I'm willing to try. We were going to push as well, can't get through 47k. Yeah, it's pretty hard. The thing is, if I had A5 Kagiri, I'd probably be pushing for 60k. Because I've done 60k 3 times? Maybe 4 by now? I don't fully know. Either way, I've done it quite a few times. So I'm not too worried about it when I get there. I'm going to keep forging the left side. I really need a 4-set weapon for Kagiri. 200 gems for the 5k chest? 5k, maybe not. I still would. The thing is, soulstones, at the end of the day, how many gems would you spend for a soulstone? Probably like 20,000, right? So you're going to get a lot of that back as you go. And not only that, you're getting other rewards like Ancient, Skill Crystal. I've gotten so many Skill Crystals from Abyss. And I've already gotten, even from like the lower chests, because I was lazy, I've already gotten 2 unpolished soulstones, right? So I think it's worth it, but I understand the people who say that it isn't. Alright, let's see. You have A0 Solka, A1 probably makes it happen. Honestly, A1 did not help at all for the physical side on the takeovers I did. Now, of course, it does depend on how strong the rest of your units are, but I just straight up brute forced it. Damn, no hammers. Shoot. I was really banking on having hammers. Unpolished from Nightmare 3 on your first ult. Your first ult? How many ults do you have? So we need to fix this Kagiri piece before it's too late. Come on, Kagiri piece. Please, if my hammer luck had to be good one time. It's close. It started so good. I don't think I even take this. I think the crit damage is too good. Three that you actively play? Damn, that is impressive. Also, something good? It's terrible. Still don't have AYLIN, but currently stuck at 27k. Can't break that magic shield in time. What do you use as your second healer? Are you also using Elwyn? Because I'm gonna need all the help I can get for this friggin' thing. That was terrible. That was a terrible roll. Alright, well, do I just scrap the kata set? I think I gotta run the kata set. I think I just try to run a different weapon. Jeez, this is gonna be very nerve-wracking. Alright, let's go Cetrum. We like to do, or I like to do Infernal Roar. Obviously with the normal stats. You want to do at least one piece actually with crit damage. Just so he doesn't soak up any, ooh, that's a great piece. Really good. Ooh, that's a good piece too. I'll take that piece. Damn, the gear on this account is really good. I'm surprised. That's a crit damage? Alright, so we can take off crit damage. We can go like this. And then we want a little bit of HP, because obviously we're dealing with some... Constants would work better over Volca. Do you have the damage reduction? Because you might need Volca. Damn, the gear on this account is really solid. Let's go with this for the HP. Let's go like... Where was it? Like this? Yeah, Cetrum exclusive. You have to have a Cetrum exclusive. Also, I think I'm going to actually use... Oh, I don't have hammers. I'm so used to having hammers, man. Never mind, we're gonna go like this. Alright, exclusive artifact. Beautiful. Now we can move on to... Let's do Ingrid next. Ingrid has the perk of when she's A1, which this Ingrid is A1, she actually takes less damage in her single target form, which is obviously going to be the form we use. I'm probably going to use a crit damage main. I think that it works the best for Diaucha and penetration manipulation. You know what I mean? Here, let's section it off. 2 crit damage mains. We do have one of these. Is it the most ideal? No, but it is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to grab this piece, because that piece is insane. Then I'm going to grab one of these. Great piece there. Actually, I don't need the HP. Do we got any other pieces that are better? More attack speed, slightly less attack. Eh. I don't think it's important. We don't need to do that. We don't need to worry. Let's see. And then we need Phineas. Don't worry, once the gearing's done, this will come by pretty fast. We need 2 crit damage mains. I'll be honest. Otherwise, he just kind of steals the pen. Which, like I said earlier, is not ideal. I also like to build him with HP, especially because we don't have AYLIN. But just, you know, obviously partly to do with the fact that Phineas likes to die. He has an insane base HP, which means when your Torador dies, you'll actually get struck by lightning and die, which can be a little rough. So we're going to try our best to prevent that from happening. We're going to go like this. This might actually be too much HP, honestly. But it's fine. Mask of Dark Desire, beautiful. We need that damage reduction on the boss. Then we can go over to Twin Fiend and we can also put some HP on him. We don't need to do as much HP, but, you know, it helps, obviously. Twin Fiend doesn't really need a lot of stats. Here, what we can do is we can put on this piece. We can then put on one of these. He doesn't really need a lot of damage. He also doesn't need full crit rate. We also don't have his exclusive, so I'm going to use Taunt. I'd probably use Taunt otherwise, but what bothering you lately? You can try to push with Cetrum Phineas instead of Volca Lyra, but Phineas gets destroyed from a lightning bolt. You just gotta build him really tanky. It's a little brutal, but if you have his exclusive, it's honestly not terrible. Here, let's see. Do we have any Wings of Grace? I really hope this account has Wings of Grace. right there, we start off. That one has HP. Let me see about the other pieces. None of those have HP. Oof. Alright, we're running that one. Over here, we got that HP, which is what I need. We put this one on for now. We can go over here and grab one of these. Which one has more attack? That one's slightly better. Less defense or not. Then over here, we can grab this beautiful, solid build. Maybe without AYLIN, we will need the HP actually. So let me just slap this one on for a little bit of extra HP. And then we just need to gear Torador and then AYLIN and Percy. Torador, I like to do Regal Crest. It's just the easiest in general. I'm going to try Morale. If he starts to die too much or take away focus a little bit too much, then I will remove it, of course. The thing is, you know, with healers that are suboptimal, to say the least, you got to be very careful. Ooh, that is an amazing roll. That's a great piece. That's a... No, that's not a good piece. We want to have, ideally, one of these. Ooh. Please roll well. No. Come on. That's better, I would say. Let's just roll all of these and then I'll hear the healers. Actually, no, I'm not doing all of them. We've been here long enough. Let's go to Pharisee. Got the attack speed. Not a great attack speed, but we'll see what we got. Yeah, that's ideal. Here we got honestly a great piece. Let's see, do we have better though? Okay, so we lose a bit of attack, we lose a bit of HP, we gain healing effect. I think it's better. Then we can go over here and we can simply just grab a piece like this, and then a piece like this. Come on. Come on, all purple. Ooh. Let me see this. Let me see this. Go Warlord. Let's go HP. That's a great piece. Amazing piece, actually. I was not expecting it to roll so well. Maybe I could put this on AYLIN, but I don't know. I don't do no AYLIN runs, you know? This is a little rough. And the thing is, if it's an A5 AYLIN, I've done that. But A0 I've never done. So we need to really try to load up the healer stats on both of these healers. We got a decent HP. If I need to build them better, I will, obviously. I mean, it's freaking my job to re-gear if it doesn't go well. A lot more attack, lose a bit of attack speed, lose a bit of rage regen. Not terrible. A lot more attack and healing effect. I would rather have that. Then we can go over here just to double check that we don't have, you know, really good pieces. That's a little bit better, I think. Over here, the HP is good. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to grab a piece like this. Weird. I haven't seen a piece like that before. It might work. Golden Scarab, let's do Tia's. Alright guys, are you ready? Because I'm not. I really am not. Let's see how bad this goes. I'm hoping for 22. If we can get 35, which we have the DPS for, that would be ideal. But I don't trust this. Here we're going to go immediately with those two. We're going to do Wukong, followed by a Pharisee. Then we are going to put the Invig on Setram. We are not going to put the Invig on Setram. We are going to put the Invig on Ingrid, who's going to be right there. We're going to swap them. I'm going to put Twin Feed down. We're going to put Lord Penis. That's his name. Don't ask. There we go. Immediate strike. Then we're going to Wukong. Already Setram's getting low. I need to swap Setram and Twin Fiend. The thing is, I always put Setram like as a reflex on the bottom. Simply just because... Setram does more damage there when he's A3, which this one is. But of course, it doesn't really matter if they're gonna die, right? So here we can actually give Invig to Setram. We could put down our Ingrid. We could swap Yao. We could put down Twin Fiend on the bottom. I built him with a lot of HP. If I need to do an HP main, I will. And then we can see. I'm actually not going to swap Ingrid yet. We're going to use Twin Fiend ult. We're going to use Kiri there. We're going to trigger Wukong. And then I'm going to swap Ingrid. This is just a timing I figured out for a takeover a while back. It just works best for me. Twin Feed is very low. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Everyone is almost dead. Holy cow. This is nerve-wracking, man. The thing is, the damage is ridiculous. This is some insane damage. But it doesn't matter if everyone wants to die. Alright, well, let's Twin Fiend ult, I guess. Ingrid's in overdrive. She isn't A3, obviously, so that will cause some issues. But it's okay. Here we're at 12k. We're almost around the previous high score for this account. We're going to have to try to survive this as best we can. Come on. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do right now. Holy cow. Percy dies. No. Percy. No. Everyone dies. Yikes. What do I do? What do I do about this? That's brutal, man. Already we're dead. If we had Karn, I could do it. I know how to do Karn, but let's see. What about Deeg's account? Somehow he did it. I mean, Deeg's had some of the best gear in the game, and an A5 element. Because, holy cow. Everyone gets low as hell. Pesky Lightning Bolt is so RNG. It's annoying, yeah. And Toro loves to die. Okay, here's my thought. So Toro doesn't need morale, right? Because we're doing more than enough damage. We got the Awakenings to do the damage. It's a matter of living. And when it comes to a matter of living, we should put in an actual tank set, I think. So, we put in that. Regal Crest still on. Should have bought Dee's account. How much money do you think I make? I don't make a lot of money, man. I am big broke. Just give me a minute. I'm checking something. Goddess Grace on tanks for bosses? Yeah, that's not bad either. Really, any artifact works, I would say. Okay, so the thing I'm doing is I'm looking at bubble tea places because recently I got my roommate and I bubble tea, and the one I got, they didn't put sugar in it, and it was so hard to drink, and I need to redeem myself because I'm still sad. So just give me a second. 11K transitioning to Magic Shield is insane. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, I've done a couple 60K runs, and usually the most I can get is like 13K. Like, it's insane. Bobby, though. Look at Bobby's score. I didn't even know this was possible. People saying that Poison comp is better are delusional. I know he has everything A5, but you want to know who also has everything A5? Basically, it's Verzen, and he's barely hitting 62. Like that is a I don't even know how he's getting this score. Like, it's insane. Like, Sandra's is an auto, to be fair. Like, he could probably get it higher if he used Lucia's, but like, or maybe close, I don't know, but the bubble tea places are closed. Pissed you pulled on Poison Trio, very underwhelming. I think what the Poison Trio is for more is I think they're more for stuff like APOC. Like, we'll probably get a new APOC difficulty, and they will be the best for that. Potentially. At least for most players who don't have everything A5. I think that's the way it's going to go. You haven't done more than 2K in Abyss? That's just Abyss being Abyss, man. Don't worry. Abyss is hell. Abyss is garbage. I do not like Abyss. If you don't have the units. If you have the units, though, it's the most fun content in this game, in my opinion. At least for me, obviously. It's just, it is, at the end of the day, undeniably very hero locked. Like, that is just something that can't be debated, you know? I forgot to use Cetromalt. That's okay. I triggered Kigiri way too early. Whoops. Wait, I got an idea to do more damage. What might end up happening is we'll have to just maximize the damage because we can't live. So what I gotta do is I gotta try to do as much damage before the magic shield and just get it early. That's what I'm thinking. Because As we just saw, without an A5 at least on AYLIN, it is like impossible. But I'm thinking because of AYLIN, we might be able to do things. Here we're going to use the alt, we're going to swap in grid obviously, and then we're going to trigger Torador here. What's up, Vinjin? A1 Sulk plus A5 Hex is OP. I actually don't like using Hex. I think Sulk against Infidious is a lot better. Just because he's a ground unit. Because you kind of need a ground unit. Usually. Unless you do what Ron did. Ron has a good run. What? Oh, it's because Kagiri left the map. I hate that. So if you didn't know, the way that Kagiri works is when he does, he'll do like an alt, and he'll leave the map. He'll just like dip. And what happened with that attack that just happened is it checks if the tank is anyone around it. And if there's no one around it, the tank gets one shot. Doesn't matter if it has unyielding, doesn't matter if it has any sort of tanking abilities. It gets one shot no matter what. And Kagiri leaving the map essentially tells the game, hey, there's nothing nearby. So you could just one tap the tank. So the tank died right there. SLL joined your guild and got you doing 37k on Abyss? Nice. Cedric could do more damage if you put him away for the boss. Shadow Gaze? I like exclusive more. It's more uptime. It really, in my testing, it was almost identical. Of course, my testing isn't 100% conclusive, but that's what I found to be the case. Now we can alt here. We can alt like this. The whole goal here is I was noticing that they were coming back very fast. And I'm thinking they might be back to wail on the boss again. Potentially. I'm not sure. I timed it correctly. But yes, that seems like it has potential. If you put him in Twin Peaks place, I don't have AYLIN. I don't have AYLIN. Like, this spot right down here, I know what you mean. AYLIN doesn't heal it, which means that it has to be someone I can build tanky. In which case, I would have to build, like, Satchel and an HP main or something. It just, like, it literally does not work. Like, you are right, and I tried doing it at the beginning, but it does not work at all. Setrum does more damage here and more damage here, but it doesn't matter because I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I tried, but it's yeah. This stage does not like me. I'm so close to taking out Setrum and putting in another healer because I think that might actually be better because we got the damage awakenings already, right? Like, I can break both physical shields, but I can't live until both physical shields. You know what I mean? So I'm tempted to just straight up try that. I think it might be better. I can't tell though. Here, let me just element alt. Need another healer. If it was an A5 element, I'd be chilling, but yeah, this is unfortunate. Come on, Kagiri. Trigger. Hit. Every time. It's fine. I just want to see if we can live right now. Even though we're like 2,000 below usually. Like the usual damage. Here, let me try to do this. Can we survive with just a Pharisee ult? That might be the play, actually. And now we can AYLIN. Kigiri banner soon? I think they're planning it for anniversary. I think it makes the most sense. It would be the smartest thing to do, just simply. We're gonna penis assault. And yes, that is his name. I refuse to call him anything else. Here, let's do Twin Fiend. It'll boost Inger's damage and kill the shield. Just fine. Should be fine on the next magic shield, but we won't make it there. I promise you guys. We're not making it there. And I miss Kagiri. This is more of a survival test. We need to start with AYLIN. Because this is the scary phase. Oh, we're taking like no damage though. Damn. And then everyone dies. Maybe Fair Seal would do it if I don't Fair Seal it before. We got some low magic damage, but also don't care. Drake Spello, Eloin, Wood Elf, and Fair Seal on the second. I think I'm finding more success with doing Eloin on the second one. But I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'll try it that way, obviously, but I do kind of want to mix and match. All right, we're gonna actually like really try this time. Here, someone wants this. Let's see, I want to give, and we could do Cetrum. Why not? Sorry, I'm just deciding if I even want to use Cetrum. I probably don't, but yeah, you know what? I'm using another healer. I don't care. The goal is 22k. 35k is not gonna happen. For Drake bosses, Guild Boss 1 is actually better to have Dolores because you're cycling Laurel usually. But for Abyss, you want to have Diao. Diao needs to be A1 for most strats. You can do it without if you're using a Twin Fiend, but if you're using Solgadins, you have to use the A1. You switch Diao Chan. Yeah, I could switch Diao Chan for sure. I think I'm gonna just use another healer though. Just make my life easier. Here, let's see. So to Setrum, let's actually use Tallulah. Tallulah does a couple things that I think might be interesting. Ooh, she's not skilled. Never mind. Tallulah gives rage and defense increase, so it's really good. Kind of want to use Yunomi though. Yeah, why not? Yunomi got the bounce heals. Damn, no healing effect there? That's crazy. This is how I usually build healers. HP main, healing effect, stuff like that. You can put that piece on. We can go like this. Carnelian works better? Yeah, I don't have Carnelian, unfortunately, though. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. AYLIN uses a different artifact. This one. Fun fact, just a little lesson for y'all. So, this says it increases healing effect single target. Right? So, in your head, you're like, oh, hey, AYLIN doesn't do single target healing. She heals 3 people at the same time. Right? Well, the answer is no. This, instead of doing multi-healing, it is single target healing, just 3 different times at the same time. Don't ask me why they did it this way, but they did. This is to 3 allies in range. It's not AoE healing, it works with the single target artifact, which is weird. And this also extends to Ardea. We don't have Ardea. Just imagine it's Ardea. Let me go pull up Ardea. I need to do impromptu lesson. Okay, impromptu lesson with Destined. Okay, Ardea specifically does AoE damage, right? Obviously. So there's an artifact called Shatter Tilt for fighters. If I go over here, and it says it increases single target damage by 20%. For each instance, increases single target damage. So obviously, in everyone's head, it's, hey, this doesn't work on Ardea because Ardea does AoE damage. Well, she doesn't. Once again, she does single target damage to 7 enemies. I don't know why, but this is what she does. And as you can see, deals 100% damage to up to 7 enemy targets. And then you move it to, let's say, Valkyra, and Valkyra says AoE damage to multiple enemies. That's the difference. So you can actually use the single target artifact on Ardea. I don't know why they made it that way, but they did. And I've found it out recently. Do we have constants? Maybe. But I don't know. Necro, no, it's not. This is a struggle. That's what this is. Here we got an extra thing of Idvig, so we can go like this. Here, I just want to put Eunomia like that because she has more targets to heal. And once again, we're gonna do things the way that we can. Eunomia gives attack speed increase, which is good. Yeah, that is so much better. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's just much nicer. I think this is the way to go. Even though I know Cetrum's now gone. Unfortunately. So what I can do is I can do this. Wonk. Vulnerabilities and everything. And Twin Fiend comes up fast enough where I can just click his ult here. I think it's the best way to do it. I don't really know. Either way, Drake's Bellow, we're going to use AYLIN. Don't think I need to use a Wood Elf, and let's use a Wood Elf. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, this is just... It just feels better. Torador doesn't even die. That's freaking funny. He always dies in the past, like, when going through this. Okay, let me just Twin Fiend ult a little earlier just in case. Bonk. We give him the big bonk. As you guys know. As you all know, the big bonk. Ingrid might benefit from having more HP. But it's okay. She takes less damage anyways. Here, I'll save Kagiri just because I know I'll need it. And we're about to hit this 22k. I mean, like I said multiple times, the gear is really good. The heroes are really good. It's really just the fact that the healing is not. And I messed up. And Kagiri is not. Did Kagiri just ult and we didn't see it? I think we just had a visual bug and it didn't look like Kagiri was doing anything, but he was, which is weird as hell. Okay. Sure. If you want. Now let's see what we can do here. Ooh, Diao immediately dies. That's not good. Can everyone else survive though? Yeah. I mean, if it works, it works. Let's see. Do we even get close? Yeah, no. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get as much damage as I can before the magic shield. Now I could use a Lyra, I could use a Cetrum if we had an AYLIN to help with the magic shield. But I'm okay with this. Yeah, in APOC, yeah, it's freaking weird. So is the nice one? Yeah, this is weird. It's really good that he has Kagiri and Wukong Awakenings. You can't Elysian Epitaph to work on Element shields for blah blah blah. When you add more units, it's still that amount. It could just be Elysian's bugged. Either way, it seems like the best for her in my testing. Let's see, Phineas or Ingrid. I like Lord Phineas. Kagiri A5 is necessary to hit 22. You can hit 22 without Wukong or Kagiri at all. You just have to have good gear. It's more about the support than the DPS, I'm gonna be real. Oh wait. We have 4 Invigs. I don't need to give that one to Ingrid. Wait, or did I give it to Phineas? I don't know. I need to go to bed. I am realizing. Okay, let's go like this. Let's swap them. Let's go with Ingrid. Let's do like this. Now let's go with Twin Fiend, and then we will end with a Torador. Torador. Don't have AYLIN? Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for an AYLIN banner. I don't know if there will be one soon, but if there is, you should be going all in. AYLIN is very good. With Narissa coming out, being a Pharisee replacement, it is likely we will get an AYLIN replacement in the future. Which is good. That wasn't ideal. If I need to redo it, I'll redo it. Volca with the extra heal effect? Nah, I'm good. We got the survivability fine. I mean, I friggin' missed an ult, and yet still was okay. If we had A3 Ingrid, it might be possible to break the second magic, but eh. Okay, I missed it. Yeah, we're redoing this. Yeah, Volca would get hit by Meteor. I would have to take out one of our very important ground units, and none of the ground units are replaceable right now. I don't think. Okay, let's see. This should hopefully be the last run, as long as I don't make any major mistakes. And then we'll walk away with our 22, hopefully like 25, but I mean, we're missing a DPS at the end of the day, so it is unlikely that... Great. Your mom said you were replaceable? Yeah, relatable. Relatable. That was bad. Ignore that. Worm's Wrath. We can just kind of wait. I mistimed Twin Fiend. Okay, that was a good Kigiri trigger right there. Twin Fiend just to make Volca do more damage and do a little bit of damage as well. Phineas is very, very good. I don't know that it was Twin Fiend's ult, but Phineas made the ult special. We miss leaks. You can get leaks other way. From other people. I'm done. Nothing anyone will say will change that. God damn it. Torador. I said I'm getting some respect. Yeah, Susie's very nice. This is brutal, man. This is brutal. Holy cow. Torador, maybe better in the other set. We got any good tempered? No. I saw that piece and I was like, eh. Let's see Guardian. I don't know if this is better, but it better be. It better be better. Better be. Alright, good rolls. Let's see if the damage reduction is better than the extra HP. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Shire beating Mad was pretty cool. My ex guild. That was basically at the same time. I was just off. The thing is, like, I could write down timings as to when the boss does that, but I always just kind of go off of memory. Well, not really memory. I go off of feeling. Cause I play drums and stuff, so it's like I'd rather just go off of like internal clock because it's easier for me. But it is not a smart thing to do. Just because sometimes I'm slightly off it, and it is not pretty. Yeah. Um. Oh, there we go. Kinda missed the vulnerabilities, but it's alright. You can do like 43k on this. 17 more to go. Good luck. Bit jealous that Shire beat Mad Immortal before your guild. I did not want to try to beat Mad Elite. That would be a massive undertaking that I just simply do not have time for. I'm glad they did it, and I'm also glad that I don't have to do it. Because ain't no way that's happening. I want to beat, like, Awaken Chaos. That's who I want to beat. What's up, Bubbly? You're in Mad, right? Right, Bubbly? I don't remember. Please don't dive. Penis. Penis! No! It's gonna happen! If he doesn't get healed. Woo! Freaking nerve-wracking. Tween a little early, just in case. A3 Angry would be very nice. Your favorite. What's your in-game name? I don't remember. Yeah. Probably. Why don't I remember? Daleks? You just got added to Mad, right? I think I saw somewhere a guildmate of yours saying that. The thing is, I have dementia, and I also know more about what's happening than I should. Just in general. I should have probably used Wukong or Kigiri earlier. It's whatever. And I need a twin fiend ult. What am I doing? I need to go to bed. 2 to 3 weeks ago? That's why. That's why. Today? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, someone said you were leaving their guild and joining or something. I don't remember where. And then I saw you on the 324 clears. You know less than you should? Nah, no one needs to know about the inner workings of the game. I'm a CC, it's my job. And even then, I'm clueless half the time, man. I do not pay attention to things as much as I should. Hayes video? That might have been it. Yeah. That makes more sense. Bonk. You were Daleks? Daleks is... Yeah, Daleks is leaving for Mad. He's joining you. You're gonna be besties. Or something, I don't know. Careful, don't lose to Shire again immediately after joining. I'm kidding. Earl? Everyone loves Earl. Wait, isn't that the name of a show? Am I hallucinating? I think I'm delusional, man. I don't remember. I think I'm losing my mind more and more every day. Alright, gotta focus up now. Boop, boop. Wukong and Kigiri are both A5. Here you can see. That is the only reason why I am running 3 healers. To replace one of them. This is all just to replace AYLIN, who is a little bit too strong. I'm just gonna save Wukong because I don't really trust. Kigiri! Are you kidding me? Kigiri stepped out of the map, so it one-shot Torador. That's what happened, by the way, for anyone curious. So now we don't have the defense down, which makes it hard. We don't have a tank, which makes it hard. And we're gonna lose. Which sucks. TV show My Name is Earl? Okay, good. I'm only mostly delusional. I'm only mostly not there, I swear. I know some stuff about the outside world. Sure, I'm a war addict and it has ruined my brain, but bye Jay. See you in a bit. Say hi to your dog for me. Shit, I clicked the out channel. Why? I'm suffering. This is always how this goes. I'm just always kind of dumb. Jeez, I am struggling. Oh my god, I tabbed out. Well, I didn't tab out. I clicked my other monitor by accident. We're okay. We're okay. We're chilling. We're okay. We're okay. I need to element alt because I mistimed stuff. Rooting for Rising Horde. I just want to beat Awaken Chaos. They've been on my list for a little while. I know a couple of the members. Some of them are ex-guildmates. Some of them I know from other ways. You know how it is. That's my number one on the hit list. I don't actually have a hit list, but if I did, they would be on it. Convince some of your friends to join Rising Horde. Yeah, we have steep requirements though now. The thing is, I literally cannot find an excuse to kick anyone. We will have one slot open soon when one of the members sells their account. Until then, there's no slots. And I keep wanting to recruit, but it's like there's no reason to kick anyone. Everyone's been doing a great job. So like literally no way I'm Legendary and Earl. Legendary applied. It's just we like couldn't find a place for him at all. Like I tried. It was not. It was impossible. Like I couldn't find a spot. I use Kaguriel even though it's a little weird when it comes to shield damage, just because holy, he didn't even break the shield that time. I guess I have to wait on Kaguri. Thing is, I waited on Kaguri because last time I didn't. Kaguri did his passive thing, and then Torador died, and I didn't want that to happen again. But then it happened anyways, and now I feel stupid because that could have just been the run there. But instead, I am dumb. 4 or 5. Guild extension when? I would love if they added like 2 slots. The thing is, people are already having trouble recruiting. So while it would definitely benefit my guild because I got the connections. Not really. I didn't fair seal late enough. You don't know where to? I haven't set it up. I don't know. I've never really been the biggest like I'm lazy. Let's put it that way. I thought of some excuse I could give. I'm lazy. I should. I mean, I have a PayPal, but like, I don't know. You could get a takeover. But I assume for like BP and stuff, you could just be like, "Hey, insert mad member here. Can you help?" 124 without Beelzebub. I am not the person to ask that for. I've seen it done. I know it's doable. I can't do it. That's not happening for me. Respectfully. There's a there's gonna be a Beelzebub banner soon and a choose your own hero banner. So you could just get 2 opportunities to get Beelzebub. That's technically info I'm not supposed to share, but also someone already shared it in the chat, so. Alright, solid damage so far. Any leaks for Annie? No, not that I know of. Then again, I don't keep up to date with leaks at all because it's no longer my place to do so. So it's like, I'd rather not feel nostalgia by knowing things, you know what I mean? And then feel sad that I can't leak anymore. Instead, I'd rather just, move on. It's like I'm 84 and my wife just died and it was very sad, but I had to move on, you know what I mean? That was a terrible analogy. That was needlessly depressing. I'm so sorry. New class? I'll admit I have seen an animation of one of the new heroes of the new class, and all I'll say is they look very cool. They're very cool. Very cool. They really outdid themselves on the design. If I share it, I will get crucifixed and hung on my head hung on a stake, and my balls fondled. That part's not that bad, but you know. I'm kidding, obviously. Okay. Okay. God damn it. This is painful. It's been over an hour. We should have been done 30 minutes ago. I'm suffering. I'm in pain and misery. I am in misery. Sorry, that was terrible. Even I hated hearing that, and I'm the one who sang it. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm going to actually save the wood elf to prevent Torador's first death, so if he dies the second time, we don't have issues. I need to redo that beginning part. That part was terrible. I really need to try to maximize this, and I get careless one match, and then I'll try hard, and then something BS will happen, and then I'll feel discouraged, and then I won't try hard again. But it's just like, why am I stopping tryharding? That's the whole point, is to get as high of a score as possible. And then I do it again, and then I fail, and blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna wait until Twin Fiend ult is up. Then we're going to spam the hell out of Wukong, which will allow us to get his ult a little bit later. We're going to wait. I triggered it! Finally I did everything right. And I'm off by a millisecond. That's tragic. Let's just go like this. Same placements as usual. We're gonna go like this. Okay, guys. Is this the one? You guys think this is the one? Judging by the history of this. Come on. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's see, Twin Fiend. Instant Wukong. Chunk it down. Trigger Kigiri earlier than I would have usually. Just in case. Wink wink, quote unquote. I don't know anymore. I can't even interpret what you're saying because my brain does not want to work. Oh shit! I didn't Wukong all. It's whatever. We move on. We keep going. It's like 500 blood or something. It's not gonna be a big difference at the end of the day. Watcher of Realm Midas? I mean, sure. And of course he dies anyways. That's great. Thanks, game. I love you, game. Thank you for making me sad. Or something, I don't know anymore. Your same thing, I'm gonna save the Wood Elf. Because we just simply don't need it. Here I'm gonna go like this. I'm swapping Ingrid so she doesn't take the pen from Diao Chan. Okay, well, it was a kill. It's not good enough. I know this is probably annoying to watch this over and over again, but I need to hold off on Twin Fiend a little longer because that is not a consistent auto at all. That is an inconsistent as hell auto, and I will not stand for it. Not in my house. Twin Fiend. So we're gonna do Wukong immediately. He's gonna chunk most of that shield down. We're gonna Kagiri. We're going to deal a ton of damage. Then we're gonna spam Twin Fiend, obviously. Oh shit, I gotta spam Wukong too. Damn it. It's fine. That lightning is so evil. I'm gonna save Twin Fiend ult for the shield. Because it's best. Here, AYLIN heals even though she can't attack. Or can't really heal, obviously. Gonna use that. We're going to wait. We're going to ult here. I'm going to put the Wood Elf a little early, but it doesn't really matter too much. A little bit of a bad timing there, but it's okay. By bad timing, I mean a timing that makes it impossible. I have to wait a little longer. It's just tiny adjustments over and over again just to make this consistent auto. Keep everyone from dying just Pharisee. Well, I do have 3 healers. Because the awakenings are good. So I could... You know me? Yes. Because there's no AYLIN and I'm struggling here. And I need the help. And the goal is 22k. So I really effed it up. I have to L in there. I triggered Tracy too early. Cause I was reading chat. I missed it. This is killing me. Does Eunomia give damage reduction? No. I could do Tallulah for the rage and stuff, but I decided against it because she's not skilled, and honestly, I don't think she's worth the crystals. I think it's just better left for someone else. Especially because we can hit our goal, and we will. It's just... we're trying to get it consistent, right? So... Doggo says, hi, Destined? Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. My life is now complete. Now I can finally finish this takeover instead of waiting. It's definitely what I was doing. Okay, thank God. I thought I missed it. Alright, beautiful. His in-game name should just be exactly what it is. If I remember correctly. Or you just check the 324 leaderboards. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, I know I missed the Wukong ult because I didn't do it or whatever, but that's fine. I'm just gonna immediately ult with this. We're gonna just secure that 22k, and then I can be free. Best Watcher Realms YouTube? I would not say I'm the best, but I appreciate that. There are so many great CCs for this game. And it's hard to choose the best one. In my opinion, obviously. Alright, and with that, We're finally done. I just gotta double check the auto. You're my fave, don't fail fasty. I won't. Oh, trust me, I won't. Hell fasty, I am your fave. Easy for you to choose the worst, CC. Is it named Destined? Wait, I just called myself an it. Is he named Destined? Whatever. Anyways, I don't think 35 is possible without AYLIN. I literally could not survive. Like, holy. Let's see, if this gets 22 consistently, my job is done and I am free. I am free from this hell, and I can finally go to the next hell, which is my account, which is debatably worse than this account. I don't even know if I can hit 35k, I'm gonna be real. It's gonna be so much Lucius RNG I'm not ready for. Have AYLIN Pharisee and they still die passing 5k, or you do something wrong? It might be builds. I find that people just don't build their heroes right. It's the main reason why I get paid for takeovers. I still need to do a how to gear series. I want to. It's just there is so much stuff to cover. Like I don't even know if I can. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that was so much cleaner as well. Beautiful. There we go. Whew. Hour and a half. Honestly, not that bad. I've had many more time-consuming takeovers for this content. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I'm sure someone could have got better by somehow making it so you didn't need Eunomia, but that would take me like forever. Game is worth grinding and sticking with? I mean, I've been playing it for 2 years. I haven't played any other game that long. Mobile game or not. At the end of the day, whether the game is for you or not, purely depends on the person. If you're not going to enjoy a somewhat grindy gacha game, you're not going to enjoy this game. But compared to the other grindy gacha games like Raid, like Infinite Magic Raid comes to mind. I played that game before. I played a lot of games. I played AFK Arena. I could name basically every gacha game in existence. I've tried most, and there's a reason why I stuck with this one, which is just you get a lot of free stuff. I'm gonna be real. Now I do get given stuff, obviously, and I do get paid. I'll be completely transparent. I get paid. But I think it's worth sticking with, personally. That's fasty. I mean, I won't say anything about any other creator, but each his own. But your opinion's your opinion. 3 days ago, made 2 accounts since, and you're still playing them. Yeah, a lot of people have multiple accounts, I will admit. The thing is, you can... it is harder now if you start, obviously, to catch up, because people have a 2-year head start almost. But you could still be an endgame player free to play as long as you have some luck. It doesn't even need to be a lot of luck. You just gotta have some luck, and you gotta play consistently. But you don't have to grind it out. Almost 400 days? Nice. Of course, you spend, right? Or... Of course, yeah. I figured. I mean, most people who play for a while do spend because it's easier to justify a purchase when you've spent every day of the last year playing a game. At least that's how it was for me. Especially, I make money now, but... Who spends? Psh. I feel like I would be scared to ask how much you've spent on this game. Only 600 days in, haven't spent money on it, but you do the Prada skin. That's fair. I actually think the Prada skin is overhated. I think the animations are better, or at least more interesting. I do admit that the skin is garbage, though. It is not a good skin. But the animations are a big part to skins, so... You don't know yourself, but you don't want to know. Oh, trust me, I don't blame you. Newest account you made with your roommate is 103 days in, and you're loving it. It's fun progressing and using different heroes. Yeah, that especially was clear to me in like the free to play challenge. Something like Yuri is actually the single best marksman in the game early on. Like it's not comparable. Yuri is overpowered until you get to late game. Like she'll carry you everywhere. She's better than Silas. A bonded Silas does not compare to Yuri early on. I promise. Like, I know that sounds crazy. Silas becomes better later. And Yuri's still as good. The thing is, like, there's a lot of heroes that people are like, oh, Yuri's a skip. She's not very good. I don't need her. Only for anti-air arena. But for early players, in your first, you're trying to do all the Gear Raid 21s. You're trying to just progress. Yuri is so strong. Like, she's even good for boss damage. She just doesn't compare to people who are specifically used for that. But it doesn't matter because you don't have them, right? So the thing is, I think a lot of people take new heroes for granted. I genuinely think there are almost no bad heroes being added to the pool and hasn't in this entire year. Now, there are some. The thing is, stuff like Ma's not in the pool. Giselle's not in the pool, right? So we've gotten, like, a lot of very solid units. I would say Seraphina's probably the worst one we've gotten this year. Kai got buffed, is slept on, I agree. He's definitely gotten more usage. Alora's a lot better now, just based on new content. We get a lot of buffs, like Beatrix is a lot better than she used to be, and she's getting another buff too. Brienne's worth playing. Okay, so here, let me pull this up. So I still have this from the Okay, so what you're going to want to do, if you're re-rolling, is first epic should be Idril. Idril is debatably the best, still the best epic DPS in the game. It is comparable. There are other good ones, like Elizzy is really good. If you can get Elizzy on Ancients, very good. But if you're going to start, you really want to go with Idril. Idril is going to be your main DPS carry early on. The thing about Idril is she's one of very few units still that can target anywhere on the map. And for the most important gear raid early on, you're gonna basically have to have Idril. So go for Idril. There should be a new banner for Silas, Vierna, and Idril is also on that banner. You should have it appear after day 1 or something. Maybe. But Idril is important. You have to have Idril. If you don't have Idril, it's rough. You also want to aim for Dolores as well. Laurel's very good. And Hollow. Legendaries. You're going to want to focus. Silas is good. Yuri is good. Hatsit's very good. Arrogance maybe could be considered. What are some other good starter heroes? Starter Legos. There's a lot of good ones. Boreas is insane early on. Even Comet's still good, I would say. It's really hard to get AoE damage early on. And these are still two of the better ones. Vierna's still good. I wouldn't say she's the best early, but you're going to need her for Silas later, and she's still good. She's worth mentioning, If you're going to reroll, she's not a bad shout out. Just let me have one more second to move this, make it a bit smaller. Right, these are all good. Let's see, what are some other good ones? Poison Teen is nuts in APOC, not great anywhere else. They're okay in Abyss if you don't have the nightmares. Speaking of nightmares, also if you're gonna play, you must get Wukong. Like, very important if you're gonna start. Kree is amazing early. I'm not gonna mention her. She falls off as soon as you get past 18s. Let's see, what are some good other ones? Watchguard. Obviously, Ingrid's not pullable. Talon's good, but I wouldn't start with her. Lucius is good. I wouldn't start with him. These are all kind of like later stuff. Ardea is not pullable on normal pool. Valk's good, but I wouldn't start with her. Ooh, Hex is up there. You're guaranteed a Lego in your first 60 pulls, so. Daimo's great epic. Yep. But I'm just going to mention the first three main ones. Sargak's not pullable. He's good, obviously. Yeah, I think I would try to get one of the ones I mentioned. Magmus. No. Phineas. Phineas is great for guild bosses. He's great, but I'm not going to do that. Am I rerolling account? He's rerolling. Valeria. Valeria is good. She'll be very good early on. The thing is, she doesn't compare to the ones I'm mentioning. If you go with Valeria, you're going to struggle with the gear 8s. You're going to absolutely stomp up to AMR 18 with no effort. It's going to be really easy, and your guild bosses are going to be good. But you're gonna struggle with gear aids, which is ultimately more important. If you have Idril and Valeria, I would say it's worth keeping. But oh wait, you're not gonna be able to. AMR is how you get artifacts. You'll build up to it, but eventually you'll get stuff like this. Also, I don't think Wukong banner will be up. Anyways, what you should be doing, I think you might barely miss Wukong with the new account, but basically what you want to do is there should be a couple banner for Silas, who's right here. Silas still, since release till now, is one of the strongest marksmen in the game. But you want to get this other character called Vierna. Vierna is right here. Vierna, insane early on. She does fall off a little bit once you get Boreas and Comet, but she gets a lot more use later. And she enables Silas. Silas does like double the damage. He's like the best marksman in the game. He's so good. You want to try to get their bond immediately, and they actually have a couple banner early on. And it also has Idril on it, which is who I mentioned. You want to get Idril awakened? You'll learn all of this stuff as you go. Keep in mind that there are multiple Discord servers you can go and check out and stuff. Yep. Her exclusive makes her dumb, absolutely. But he's not going to have exclusive gear for the first couple months, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. Silas almost everywhere. Yeah, the only thing Silas lacks is AoE. And that's it. We also, we saved the gear, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, beautiful. Let me hop onto my account now. Let me just quickly go like this. Enjoy that. Let me swap account very quickly. And I will be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Yeah, Talon's insane. I would put Talon on the list as well. I think she deserves it. She's good everywhere. The fact that you can use her on ground and platform is honestly just insane. Like I don't know how they made her so strong, but she is that strong. Talon's a good idea. Not a good idea. Talon's a good recommendation. All right, well, we are now on my account, as you can see, Deadstinned. I named myself Deadstinned because I got zeroed by Dragon Slayers once, and I never changed it back. So it's okay. And then recently I held off some of their best members, so that was cool. Anyways, let's see. Abyss. We do finish Abyss, obviously. We usually have someone who gets close to 60k, but it's okay. Let's see what we can do. So, this was the team I was using earlier. And as you can see, I'm using Zilla 2, or I was. And Zilla 2 is not good in Abyss anymore. She used to be good, but I was still hitting about 25k, which is solid. But I was using Zilla 2, so I could not break the second magic shield. I was struggling to do any damage in general. So the matter, or the fact of the matter is, I just couldn't hit 35. But now, I think with Phineas, because I pulled Phineas recently on his banner, I think I got him on the pity swap. Ooh, let me promote him real quick. I think I should be able to do it. Kigiri A0 and no artifact for Phineas. That's painful. It happens though. Also, let me just finish skilling Solka. I'm like out of dust, so it's always just really difficult for me to skill anyone. Also, let me my account 35k. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so first of all, my biggest limitation for this is going to be the fact that Kigiri is A1. Now, I do have an unpolished, and I do have a spare copy of both Uridan and Wukong, and I do have a reset book, but I refuse to use it for just one unpolished. So, our biggest issue is going to be the fact that our Kigiri is very low. Now, I could use a Salazar, I could use blah blah blah. I'm gonna use Kigiri. How am I out of dust? For a video, I wanted to do a spender guide, which I never ended up doing. And I ended up, potentially maybe lowering my dust so I could trigger a pack for the video, and then I never made the video. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyways, we got some solid pieces here, as you can see. Lego dust in the game. It's because people wanted more skill crystals, obviously, so they could use their heroes. So they got the more skill crystals so they could use their heroes. But now, you know, they can summon enough heroes free to play. They can get enough skill ups free to play for those heroes, but they can't get enough dust because the other things have been raised and dust has not. So now people want more dust. 1.3k dust? Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Let's do this. Wukong has a little bit too much attack, but I don't care. We're using it. I just maxed his exclusive out recently, which was pretty fun. Okay, let's go over Lucius. It's going to be mostly Lucius and Wukong doing the shields. I did pull Setchum recently, but he is not skilled, and he's only A1, because I put in a thing I had saved. Like one of those Awaken Shop stone things. Let's go like this. Let me go over here like this. We need a little bit of HP, but I think I'm going to try to do it without. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Lucius also really likes to have Shadow Gaze. Now, do I have any Infernal War with HP? Usually want to do 1 crit damage. It's just my crit damage piece is not good. Oh, I got one of these? Since when did I get one of these? Alright. It's usable, honestly. I think I use this, though. Here we put Lord Penis in. And yes, that is his name. I refuse to hear anyone else out. Here we got our Rage Gen. We got some HP there. We got some HP there. I could do this. Or I could do this, which is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to do that. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to put our last usable one of these on. And then we're going to grab one of these. Yep, one of these. Works well enough. Actually, no, I want to put it on Ingrid instead, I think. I think Ingrid's going to do more damage than Kagiri will. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 4 stats. Luckily, I got 2 4-stat sets, pretty much, for Infernal Roar, which is great. And then we can go like this and put on the piece that I wanted to put on, which is going to be this piece. Then I'm going to put on that 4-stat that I had on Kagiri. Then I can put on a different thing. Does Vorn love Shadow's Gaze? I know that Sargak, Lucius, and sometimes Setram really like it. I didn't know that Vorn liked it too. Then again, I've never really played with Vorn. So, there's that too. Alright, Lord Penis. It is your destiny. You're destined. Oh yeah, I got this piece, by the way. It's 1 thing away. What was my highest so far? I got, previously, I got 24k. Here, let me show you. This is what I got. And you're gonna see the reason why I was waiting for Phineas is because I was using Zilla 2. Ignore the gear, it's showing currently equipped. I don't use Zilla 2 ever anymore. It's just I needed a ground unit that did magic damage. So I used Zilla 2. And it worked, kind of. I would love to have 2 crit damage. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now we can bring in the exclusive. I got 2. Why didn't I use Volca? Because I needed the magic damage. It was hard for me to break the shield. I know I have Sulkin as an Ingrid, but it's just like, I don't know, it made the most sense to me at the time. I could have used Volca, but like, I didn't need to use Volca. I don't have Setram, so I could just use Solkadins for the vulnerabilities. Speaking of Solkadins, I realized I did not gear him. Do I have enough of these? Probably not. Oh no, I got that piece. Alright, Rage. Don't mind if I do. Do I have Xena? I don't think so, actually. I do not. I don't have Xena. Yeah, I have been cursed with anti-CC luck. That makes no sense. Basically, I get lucky, but I also don't get specifics. I also don't have Diao-chan exclusive, which really sucks. Twin Fiend, okay. Xena's godly. I'm not a big Xena fan. Lubu, okay, I don't have him. Like, I know Xena's good, it's just like, I would never pull on a banner just for her. She'll happen when she'll happen. Choose your own hero banners, what would I go for? Torn between Constance and AYLIN. AYLIN. AYLIN's more valuable right now. Constance is like mostly Combust too. Like that's the main thing I use her for. Let's go Toradora. She rips the magic shield apart. She just like doesn't really do a lot of damage otherwise, is my main thing. Ignore my really bad Toradora exclusives. My Astral Guardian is really bad. I also don't have a good exclusive, or not exclusive, a good artifact for him for this. So we're gonna make do with what we got. Now I'm gonna go over to AYLIN. AYLIN can have Invig because I need her to heal well. Let's see, what are some good pieces here? That's a good piece. Over here we can go with attack speed main. We can go like this. No HP, but that's okay. Then we go over here. Playing a year and a half and still no Torador. Didn't you pick him in the pact? The pact that we were given? Castiel in your first temple? Nice. Do I even want to do this? No. I think it's just more valuable to have this, right? Yeah. We lose the HP, but we gain it in other places. Here, let's go with this piece. Let's go with this piece. Yeah, we need an HP main. Let's see, what's the difference? This one gives us more attack speed, slightly less healing effect, and rage. That's okay. I would like more HP, honestly. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I need to change it, I will. Haven't tried Abyss yet? You're in a baby guild? Nothing wrong with that. Really want to go for Constance, but AYLIN would get you to 35k. I know you want Constance, but yeah, I think AYLIN's more valuable right now. We need more reset books or a way to get some? Absolutely. I've been asking them for this for a while. They don't seem to want to. I keep saying, like, whenever they mess up, I'll be like, hey, you should give us a reset book for this. You know, maybe a reset book could be nice. Reset book? Reset book? When reset book? That's basically been me to them. And they said they'd think about it. So here's to hoping. I need an attack main. Or some attack piece. What do I have over here? Oh wait, I was gonna do wings. I'm dumb. I swear I had an HP main in here that was usable. Yeah, it's usable. Alright, works for me. Reset A1 in it or Alistair? God bless you. No, do not use an unpolished on either. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, 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 no. Neither, neither, neither. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. First of all, you'll get A1 in it for free. And Alistair is just not worth the soulstone. Like, if you can't do it now, I would just wait. Just wait until you're ready. There's nothing wrong with waiting until you're able to do it. You don't have to rush it. Alright, let's see what we can do. Yeah, you want to use unpolished soulstones for... Well, first of all, polish is only for lords, and only, like, Ingrid and Kratos. Mostly Ingrid. You can consider Valderon, but he's only good in single target arena right now. Yavar's good if you care about GVG. Mostly Soulstone your Ingrid, if you get one. Next, for unpolished, you only ever use it on Kigiri Wukong, A1 Diao, Ymrit. Don't use it on anything else until all of those are at their desired awakenings. Just trust me. Let me see. What's better for it? Well, he's not going to be asking what's better if he's not planning on stoning it. Here, let me do Lucius down here. We can give Lucius AYLIN buff. I think we gotta give the physicals the help. We're gonna put Ingrid up there. We're gonna put Phineas, and then we're gonna put Toradora. I'm gonna wait a little bit because, you know, we gotta wait on this stuff. Then we're going to click Wukong. Then I'm going to swap. I'm going to trigger AYLIN just for the soulbound stacks for whoever has soulbound on them. This is going to be highly dependent on Lucius RNG. Jeez. Even with an Asia or Kagiri, I mean, that's pretty damn good. Lucius had a demon form with manual ult. Yeah, that would have been nice. I didn't even notice if he did his thing or not. I'm gonna be real. Here, I'll Wukong, why not? Hey, what's up, Cash? Still use Polish on Praetus or Ingrid. Ingrid is more important now. But I would say Praetus A1 is incredibly important. So I miss Kagiri. It's whatever. We move on. We move forth. Lucius better swap for that shield. If he doesn't, I will be big sad. Of course, Lucius died a little bit there. Oh, we're chilling. No, do A3 Ingrid, for sure. I'm worried about penis living. Unfortunately, Solkins is not up, which might actually make us lose. Yeah. Big rips. Alright, well, I need to regulate Ingrid Overdrive, and I need to either not trigger Solkins on the physical to help break it, or I need to do that earlier. Is what I'm thinking. A0 Kagiri, A1. Holy shit. Wow, that is a lot of damage from Lucius, to say the least. Lucius is amazing. A1 Kagiri. I did miss an ult with him. He should be closer to 40, but still. Then Phineas is there to break the shield, right? He doesn't really do a lot of outside of shield damage, which is a point. Shield damage does not show here, so keep that in mind. Here, just give me 1 minute. Yes, this is an A5 Lucius. It's an A5 Wukong, A5 Lucius. Lucius is a monster. I'm really glad when I did my Abyss tier list, I called out that Lucius would be meta, or would be really good. Because, yeah, that's kind of wild. Well, we're almost there. We just need to, once again, regulate Soul Cannons and Ingrid. And then call it a day from there. I think. At least. I don't know. We'll have to see. Once again, just give me 1 minute. I'm probably gonna get a drink. Doesn't Solganus do better with 2 DPS? No, he works fine like this. The thing is, what Phineas does, and the reason why Phineas is so good, is not because Phineas does a lot of damage. He does, but it's not because of that. It's because of this. He increases his attack by 50%, which is a lot. He already has some of the highest attack in the entire game. Now I am running, obviously, some crit damages, but he has a lot of attack, he gains extra attack, and he buffs Infernals. And Sulkinins, what he does is all faction team members gain penetration increase, which is great, deal damage to bosses, and he essentially decides to take their current 50% attack and crit damage attributes for his strike. So because Phineas is boosting himself so much, it ends up making Sulkinins do an absolutely massive amount of damage. That's the whole purpose. Phineas does enough for 2 DPS. Like, he buffs so much that realistically it doesn't matter. I mean, you can see here, Bobby Solka is doing 100 mil, Phineas doing about 70, right? But that's not including the shield damage, where the shield's just popping like nothing, right? Yeah, I think it's just timings. Oh, we know, Ian. You don't have to say it every time. We're gonna give Lucius the wings this time. Look this down there, Ingrid down there. Oh wait, we need to do Lucius with a bit more HP. I forgot about that because we're gonna need him for the not the third shield because we're not gonna break the third shield. We need him for damage on the third phase. What I need to do is I need to grab some HP. Means that we have to get rid of one of these to put in some HP. Unfortunately, it is what we gotta do. I don't want to though. I don't know, I just don't really have the gear for it. This is always a dilemma when this sort of thing happens. Do I have enough crystals? Okay, I do. Whew. Close. Let's see if this potentially is enough. Let's go to Infernal Roar. Let's roll this. Please go gold or something. I mean, it's not bad. Corridor for Regulus? No, I need the defense drop. The defense drop is too important. Valeria was your missing piece for 35k. Once you found her exclusive, increases the vulnerability. Ooh. I didn't know she did that. That's cool. Still not gonna use her though. Alright, we're gonna do Toradora. Then we're going to wait a little bit on Sulkadins. We're gonna do this. We're gonna spam that. We're gonna forget this. We're gonna swap Ingrid. We're gonna spam. Right, I wait for 28 for Sulkadins. With Twin Fiend, I wait a little bit longer because I find he detonates faster. Oh, exclusive gear. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't know what her artifact does. I have not looked at it in a long time. I should probably slow it down. Here we're going to trigger Sulkadins. That wasn't ideal with Ingrid, I'll be honest. I could have gotten more damage. She's just wasting her overdrive. Her artifact is like the worst in game. Yeah, I was kind of thinking similar. Yeah, Lucius is also triggering early. I don't even know if we'll clear it, man. Yeah. Yeah. Lucius RNG strikes again. That is our life. Do I have any insight with HP? I have that piece. I don't even know why I have these. I'm probably saving them for like a Tale of the Smith or something. Ooh, I just got this piece recently, didn't I? That's a possibility right there. Now, the piece I have on already is very good. We don't lose that much. And we can survive, which is good because I think that's a bit more valuable. We could also go over to Ingrid and we could put on the other piece. Here, it's for stats. Beautiful. And the other piece is on Lucius. AYLIN is nasty for AoE. She is. I prefer Yuumi though. I use Yuumi. But if you don't have Yuumi, Talon is very good. Kagiri's also good when he's awakened. Alright, we're gonna reset till we get the proper Lucius RNG, pretty much. We're gonna go like this, we're gonna go like this, we're gonna put Toradoro. We're gonna go like this, we're gonna go like this, we're gonna go like this. Setrum instead of crossbow guy. I literally just pulled my first Setrum ever yesterday. So he's not skilled, he's not leveled. I don't have the skill ups for him. And Regulus instead of Torador is not better at all. Keeping Kagiri alive is not a problem. Nah, I've been very well. I don't obviously. No one else does, but I just I just haven't pulled him. I pulled him for the first time, and I didn't even record it. I was just in a voice chat with friends, and I spent a little to try to get Wukong copies to get them polished back, and then I hit a Cetrum and no extra Wukong, which obviously I'm not mad about by any means. I'm very happy about it, but it was interesting. Poor advert with the AI dude. Yeah, I hate that advert. That advert was terrible. They could have used a better clip. They could have done so many things better, man. I was so sad. Well, no, I wasn't that sad. I don't care. They could do what they want, but I just think it was a missed opportunity to do something more interesting. He's chilling. Come on, Lucius. It's almost time. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, we're good. We're chilling. Lucius does so much damage in this thing. Almost perfect Sulkin's timing right there, which is great. I think Ingrid's actually in a decent spot too. Phew. Nerve wracking. Kikiri! Come on! Don't do this to me. I was not prepared. I should have been paying attention, but I wasn't. It's so close. This is perfect Kigiri Arn, or not Kigiri. What's it called? Uh, we have the right seed. That's why did it take so long for me to just remember what it's called? I don't know, but I am dumb. So is this not seeded? I swear Lucius was seeded. I guess not. Weird. All right. I'm dumb. Yeah, this is bad Lucius RNG anyways. You can tell the sleep deprivation is getting to me. Even though I'm not sleep deprived, it's just, you know. ET's my bed. Just around when I fall asleep. I must do this. It's in reach. Like, we can do it for sure. No doubt in my mind. We need 2K chest easy with Lucius. Yeah, Lucius is great. It's just, he's inconsistent. Cash, you have an A5 Cetrum, use Cetrum. Don't use Lucius. Trust me. Trust me, Cash. Don't do it. Do not do it. I promise you, you do not want to do it. Okay, Lucius. You're killing me here. You better swap. If you don't swap, I'm disowning you. Thank you, Lucius. I love you. Oh, I didn't swap Ingrid. No, we might lose just off of that. There's so much to keep track of. I cannot pay attention to it all while streaming. I don't know. Like it's not your guys' fault, obviously, but definitely doesn't help. I will admit. All right, here we go. It's just like Ingrid has to switch. Also, it's possible that Vulcan's build isn't enough, maybe, or like I don't know. I guess instead of giving Invig to Kigiri, I can give it to Solka. Probably doesn't help that I have force stat on someone else. Alright, instead of force stat there, we're gonna put the force stat on Solka, and then we can go like this. Beautiful. Let's see what we can do now. We just need to get that layer of Lucius RNG going, and then go from there. I gave the wrong buff to the wrong person again. Wukong, Lucius, Wog, Swap. Solkadins, Invig, Higiri, Corridor for the defense down, Ingrid for the swapping, Phineas. Decent kata set? Yes, I do. It's only on Wukong though. I only got one. At least for right now. Hey, Kigiri. Or not Kigiri. Lucius. Lucius, please. Yeah, Lucius is a bastard. Let me just exit out, and then we'll try again. Once again, it's just a couple layers of Lucius RNG. 60k is miserable, but 35 is manageable. I can reset it over and over again. For context, this is my kata set. So I got this piece. I got this piece. I got this piece. I got this piece. And then I got this piece. This one's not ideal. Obviously, there's no attack speed, but it does the job. I messed it up again. Yeah, I mean it's pretty solid. I I am I need to go to bed. Holy cow. I'm definitely not doing Ingrid right. I think it's just her attack speed's slower than what I'm used to. Come on, Lucius. Lucius, you only have 2 stacks. No, Lucius. Damn it, Lucius. Ult it or something. I don't freaking know anymore. I mean, he does some damage. Not enough. Ingrid? Yeah. Yeah, Ingrid. It's just I'm used to doing it with a higher attack speed Ingrid, so I need to try to adjust to that and do things a bit differently. Alright. We keep going on. And Lucius, or not Lucius, friggin' Kigiri. Maximizing this could be kind of annoying, but it happens. The gear is fine. It's purely just a timing thing. Build up the soulbound stacks. Lucius, thank you. Beautiful. Nice job. Alright, not terrible. Lucius will swap soon, which is okay as long as he gets the stacks fast. Lucius, please get the stacks. I would appreciate it. I don't know why he took extra damage, but he did. Three stacks, keep building them, please. Okay, great. This MF for Kikiri. And of course, Ingrid took her sweet time. I don't know, it's just like close, but no cigar. Like, It's so close. It's literally just getting angered to overdrive, but she's slower than usual. Regulus would not help. I promise you. I think I just do this. The thing is, Regulus is to live. I'm not struggling with Lucius die or Kigiri dying. If Kigiri dies, Kigiri dies. That's okay. You know, like I'm not bothered because I can still hit the 35. It's just a matter of magic shield and the physical shield, and I just can't let up on either. You know. Wait, Ingrid's faster now. I can. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Lucius. I was slow on Sulkid insulting, but it should be okay. Could be a miracle if Lucius works out here. He needs to turn soon. Okay, good. And then he needs to turn very fast again after. Also, don't know why he's dying now. Yeah, no, this is cooked. Come on, Lucius. Bring us to the promised land. Honestly, it's so RNG. I think if I keep this, Lucius will sync up better anyways. That's that is such BS. Oh my god. Uh, It's so close, yeah. We're right there. If I can swap Ingrid slightly sooner, maybe. This is it's so close. Honestly, yeah. No, probably not. I'm thinking I could lower the HP of Solka, but not worth. I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I can't think of much else that could increase the amount of magic damage. I think it's literally just you reset until you do things properly, and then it'll sort itself out. I mean, I know I could give Ingrid some Invig or whatever as well, but I think it's better this way, honestly. Don't have a tanky Invig. I'm using Morale. I just find Morale better in general. I also think I have better pieces. No, Lucius, you're building stacks too fast. Chill out. Calm down. Oh no. It might be okay. Yeah, no, we're chilling actually. I was not expecting that. I realized that I did Ingrid improperly and now we're cooked. I am big dub. Okay. 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 Sure, buddy. Sure. 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 That might have actually been the single worst way for Lucius to trigger. He ends literally as I start to need him. That's... Why? Fine, Cash. You hit 60k then. Or maybe you could beat Gear Dungeon 2. I don't even know if you remember what I'm talking about. Best artifact on Born? I don't know, actually. I've seen Spirit Siphons, I've seen Shadow Gaze. I'm not sure which one's best. I don't really have them, so... Lucius, please slow down a little bit. Actually, nah, you're chilling, you're chilling. Do your thing, do your thing. Do your thinking. Light color? Yeah, that works too. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on! Let's go! Now you need to do it without Kagiri like the rest. Where am I from? I am from Canada. I am Le Canadian. Come on. Whew. Is that going to auto? I don't have any idea. but we got the 35. And I need to go to bed. So I'm going to try the auto and see where we're at. It's going to be so RNG, but I don't care because we got that 35k with an A1 with an A1 Kagiri, A0 Phineas, A1 Solka, A5 Ingrid, A5 Lucius. But we've had rounds where Lucius did actually quite a bit more than that. So, hard to tell. Torador gear? Here's the Torador gear. I have good morale. So HP, good tank pieces. That piece kind of sucks. This piece is solid. This piece could be better. This piece could be better. Exclusive, obviously. You could use literally any artifact. I like Regal Crest a lot. Goddess Grace works. Bash Ring works. Yeah, so on the second... No, what was I supposed to say? Yeah, so generally on the second magic shield, he will die once. That's normal. And then he tends to die on the next magic, but by then, the game's already over, so... I don't think you can make him survive the second magic shield meteors. You just gotta... What you gotta do is you gotta build, like, your Phineas or something with some HP. That's what I do. And then he survives the lightning that happens on the highest HP unit. And then you're okay. That's what I do. That's what I default to. I just can't make Torador live. Torador has 2 lives, right? So it's not the end of the world. If he dies once. Alright, let's reset for Lucius RNG. Let's go. Most likely we'll get some runs that are better. Some runs that are worse. Alright, seems pretty run-of-the-mill so far. Interesting, okay. Lucius is in a great spot. As long as he comes up at the shield. Okay, yeah, I can work with this. Pretty damn solid, honestly. Okay, yep, Great. Then Wukong. Sell Ingrid, sell them. What the heck? Why'd everyone get sold? What the hell? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I don't know what happened, but it looks like everyone got sold. To me, at least. So, it looks like I'm wasting my diamonds in order to get that 60k. Which sucks. But I don't know why that happened, so... That was a beautiful run. We were gonna get like 36, 37k. It was gonna be freaking amazing and the best and perfect. And then it proceeded to throw. Either way, it works. I just got a manual near the end, it looks like. 200 diamonds ain't too bad. I know, but still. Would have been better if I didn't need to use the diamonds. Alright, Lucius kicking in at the perfect time. Alright, well, we got 35 there. It's inconsistent, but I am happy with it. When I get an A3 Kagiri, boom, instantly consistent. And when I get an A5 Kagiri, I can try to push it for 60. Either way, I'm pretty happy with this. Honestly. I just gotta save the gear and then, yeah. Look at that. Rodin over here using Cetrim like a pleb. Couldn't be me. After Magic Shield, remove Magic Dealer. Damage Dealer? I did. Actually, I think this is probably better. The good thing is, as long as I'm vaguely watching it, if it fails at around 34, I can just spend the extra gems, ignore Nightmare 3, and get that max chest, you know? So, I'm pretty happy. I'm actually very happy. Takeover Nightmare 3. So if I don't have the 35, then I'm gonna be sad. So I need to redeem it, you know what I mean? Is spending the 200 diamonds worth the max chest? No, I don't think so. I think you should try to split it among the 3. It's just, I put in this much effort, I might as well just enjoy the the fruits of my labor, you know what I mean? They'll also be buffing rewards, are they? Nice. I don't think they needed to. I think the rewards are already solid. They just need to kind of remove some trash in there and then increase the chance of getting 200 diamonds, and they're chilling. I know a lot of people who have just gotten a ton of unpolished. Not a lot of polished, though. Alright, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 10. Alright, beautiful. Let's go to the guild quest. Just do a couple things. My headphones are yelling at me. They're like, we're dying. Charge us. No. Charging is for babies. Here, let me do a Wukong 10 pull in a second. Oh, I don't have enough at all. Alright, well, never mind. Anyways, let me actually screenshot this right here. That 35k. Beautiful. Now I can go over here. Alright. Beautiful. I'm very happy with this. You guys have no idea. Getting that with an A1 Kagiri is very tough, I would say. Now, of course, there are a lot of people hitting over 35, so you can't really see. But let's look for any Kagiri that's not awakened. Rymac, Guildmate of Mine, A5's there. A3, A5, A5, A3, A5, A5. Over here, no Kagiri. Oh no, Prentice is to Kagiri. Never mind. Doesn't count. Moving on. Kagiri Awaken, Kagiri Awaken, Kagiri A4, A5, A3, A5, A3, A5. I'm just kind of hoping to find one, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Anniversary banner will be new limiter Kagiri. I don't know. This one's a Boro as well. Weird. I wanted to make a video on the borrowing, but I decided against it. Only A2 Wukong. Kind of impressive, actually. Yeah, it looks like I'm sure there's someone next to me that doesn't have Kagiri, but also I can't check. So anniversary banner, new limiter Kagiri. I assume Kagiri, but that's an assumption. It's not a guarantee. I did this Abyss. I'm very happy it's working. Okay. Well, that is everything I wanted to do tonight. 3 hours. I'll try to stream more often, but I cannot guarantee anything, obviously. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night. Or if it's a day, have a good rest of your day. Either way, I'm going to bed. Bye, guys. Take care. See ya.